no. Well, a couple days ago, but she was just checking on me because that was like Friday, Saturday.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to call the October 2nd, 2017 Crest Hill City Council meeting to order. If everyone would please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag and please remain standing after the pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
In light of what took place late last night and early this morning in Las Vegas, the last count that I heard was 59 were killed during the evil acts committed in Las Vegas, and there are approximately 527 injured. So I think a moment of silence would be in order, that we pray for all of those that have been tragically killed. We pray for all of those that are injured. We pray for all of the first responders. We pray for the policemen and women. We pray for the firemen and women. We pray for all the hospital employees, the doctors, the nurses, the staff, everybody that had to treat all of the injured during the acts that were perpetrated in the morning. And I think that we also need to keep them in our prayers for a quick recovery and for the families to mourn and to resume the normalcy of their life in the very near future. In the light of all the hurricanes that took place, Harvey, Irma, and Maria, let us keep all those in Texas, in Florida, and Puerto Rico in our thoughts and our prayers as they recover from that tragedy of the natural disaster. And the earthquakes, especially that happened in Mexico. So I would ask that we take a moment of silence for all of those victims and for all those injured, for their families, for a quick recovery. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Ray Solomon.
Here.
Glenn Conklin. Scott Dyke.
Here.
John Verche.
Here.
Barbara Scolaire.
Here.
Claudia Gazal.
Here.
Tina Oberlin.
Present.
Marco Coli-Pietro.
Here.
Nate Albert.
Here.
Tom Inman.
Here. Okay, you have the minutes of the September 18, 2017 Crest Hill City Council meeting. A motion would be in order.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion by Alderwoman Scolaire, seconded by Alderwoman Gazal. Questions or comments in regards to the motion? Roll call, please.
Tom Inman.
Yes.
Nate Albert.
Yes.
Marco Coli-Pietro.
Yes.
Scott Dyke.
Yes.
John Verche.
Yes.
Barbara Scolaire.
Yes.
Tina Oberlin.
Yes.
Claudia Gazal.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, we do not have a business promotion this evening, so we will go on to our city administrator, Heather McGuire. Good evening, Heather.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I have two items for consideration this evening before you. They are related. As City Council is aware, the city is part of two different risk pools, one for health insurance and one for our risk management for our liability and workers' comp. With the appointment of our new Assistant City Administrator and HR Director, we wanted to make some revisions to the appointed delegates for both of those pools. The first the first resolution before you is the Southwest Agency for Risk Management. That would appoint me and maintain me as the primary delegate, and then appoint our Assistant City Administrator and Human Resources Director as the alternate. So I would be seeking approval on that this evening.
So moved, Mayor.
Second. We have a motion by Alderman Dyke, seconded by Alderman Verche. Questions or comments in regards to the motion for the alternate? Roll call, please.
Nate Albert.
Yes.
Tom Inman.
Yes.
Marco Coli-Pietro.
Yes.
Tina Oberlin.
Yes.
Claudia Gazal.
Yes.
Barbara Scolaire.
Yes.
John Verche.
Yes.
Scott Dyke.
Yes.
Resolution number is 1001.
Thank you. And the second resolution is for the appointment of the primary delegate as the Assistant City Administrator and Human Resources Director, and then the alternate as the Finance Supervisor for our Health Management Risk Pool. I'll be seeking approval on that this evening as well.
So moved as submitted.
Second.
Motion by Alderwoman Oberlin, seconded by Alderman Albert. Questions or comments in regards to the alternate for Swamp? Roll call, please.
Scott Dyke.
Yes.
John Verche.
Yes.
Barbara Scoler.
Yes.
Claudia Gazal.
Yes.
Marco Colipietro.
Yes.
Tom Inman.
Yes.
Nate Albert.
Yes.
Tina Oberlin.
Yes.
Excuse me. Resolution numbers 1002.
Thank you, and that was all I had for approval this evening. Just as a general reminder for the public, new City Hall hours went into effect today. Moving forward, Monday through Friday, our hours are from 8 to 4:30. There will be a work session held on October 9th, and current topics include the pet store ordinance, as well as restrictions on animals within the city limits. I would be happy to answer any other questions at this time.
Any questions of City Administrator?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Heather. Moving on, Public Works Department, we have Mark Seifert with us this evening. Good evening, Mark.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. The only thing I have to mention tonight is a reminder to everyone here, including all the residents watching on TV, that hydrant flushing starts Sunday night. We flush hydrants from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. We'll be starting north of Caton Farm Road, moving east to west, and then we will jump south of Caton Farm Road and continue our east to west fashion. That's all I have for tonight, and I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Yes, Mark, as we spoke earlier, can you touch on that letter that came in the water bill?
Yes.
Some of the concerns that people don't have computer access?
Yes, the letter for the CCRA backflow service company went out in the last round of water bills. As was presented a couple meetings ago, the letter that went out to the residents, the concerns that we've been hearing is for people who do not have internet access or do not have computers. We have hard copies at City Hall. The clerk's office and the utility billing office has been doing a great job helping us out, answering questions from residents. And they've been either mailing some out to residents, hard copies, people who have came in to pay their water bills, giving them hard copies, and then we're also making a list for people who can't do either, and I will be delivering some of those as well. So we are getting them out to residents who do not have computer access or internet access. It's just we couldn't send 6,500 hard copies out, so we're getting them out as the questions come in.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Okay, thanks, Mark. Moving on, Community Development Department, our Director of Economic Development, Scott McMaster. Good evening, Scott.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I have no agenda items this evening. I would like to make mention, though, that Amazon will be targeting October 25th as their start date to begin operations. Heather, Megan, and myself were there today. Phenomenal conveyor system that they have in there, $25 million worth of conveyor system in there. So October 25th is their target date. Anybody looking to apply for a job can go to Amazon's website to do so. And with that, I will answer any questions.
Are they going to be doing any ribbon cutting or any ceremony?
We're still working out the details with that.
Okay.
And I see that they are still advertising for employees
Correct.
this week and last week, so.
Yes.
Scott, I just want to thank you for a copy of the article that you sent us in the Business Magazine concerning Crest Hill, and it was also very complimentary of your contributions, and greatly appreciated, and thanks for the article. It was great.
Thank you.
Was there any cost to us for that, or?
No.
Okay. Scott, can you refresh my memory regarding the perimeter LED lighting? Was the deadline today to get those things turned
I
on?
believe so, yeah. We are, I will work with our building inspector to work a late night one of these days and see if he can go around and pinpoint who is still in violation.
Thank you.
Refresh my memory on where we were not allowing those lights.
We were not allowing them in the windows of the businesses.
So if they're around the signs of the business, it's okay?
I would assume so, yeah.
The signs were not, the doors, perimeters, building, that
That's
kind
what
of
I'm
thing, but
asking,
signs,
'cause
yes, because it's hard to restrict that type of lighting when every sign is lighted in some way, shape, or
Some of them
form.
have gotten creative with their lights, I see.
Yes, yeah. We've gotten some complaints about the LED lighting, so there may be some alternate routes they're taking to use the LED, so we'll crack down as needed.
Scott, how are we doing with the gas station on Division and Weber?
We're still
When's he
working
gonna
out
start building?
I'm sorry?
When's he gonna start building?
We're still working out the details with the developer now.
There has been some stalls on their end, working out some details that have nothing to do with city zoning permits or anything like that. It's more on the gaming side that they're trying to figure out details of, so we're sort of on hold while they work through those details.
No, because the sign's been up for months. Everybody's wondering, where's it at? Where's it at? They say if it was Romeoville, you've been pumping gas for 3 months.
We have been in contact with them, offering any assistance we can, but what they're waiting on has nothing to do with the city.
Okay.
Any other questions of Scott? Thanks, Scott.
Thank you.
Moving on, Police Department, our Deputy Chief Brad Hertzman's here this evening. Good evening, Brad.
Oh, you're right.
Good evening, Mayor, members of the City Council. The report for the Police Department is on file. I have nothing else for the agenda tonight. I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Did you guys do a golf outing this year?
We did do a golf outing.
I didn't hear anything about it for the first time.
The Union, yeah, they had a fabulous golf outing this year. It was well attended and,
They usually
yeah, heard great things, so.
It was a very nice event last Wednesday.
Any other questions? Thanks, Brad. Moving on to the mayor's report, I have 2 agenda items this evening. The first is a joint review board appointment. And the TIF Act requires that the city must appoint a voting member at large who is a member of the community to the joint review board. It is my recommendation to appoint Mr. Tom Larson, who has attended many city council meetings and work sessions for many years and who has been present for all of the TIF discussions, to be the city's representative to the joint review board. I would ask that to be put in form of a motion.
So move, Mayor.
Second.
We have motion by Alderman Albert, seconded by Alderwoman Gazal. Questions or comments in regards to the appointment? Roll call, please.
Tom Inman.
Yes.
Marco Cole DePietro.
Yes.
Tina Oberlin.
Yes.
John Verche.
Yes.
Scott Dyke.
Yes.
Barbara Scoler.
Yes.
Claudia Gazal.
Yes.
Nate Albert.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you, and congratulations, Tom. Thank you for serving in this capacity, for being the city's representative.
Mayor, just that,
Well, Tom, it's just about time we got a position for you, because, you know, you're about as official as they get without being official.
Mayor, just to clarify some of the typos, this doesn't have anything to do with Joliet.
No, that was
No,
a
it's
typo.
joint, yeah.
It was joint.
Tom, if somebody has trouble up there, should we tell them to go knock on your door? I don't live up there.
All right, next on the agenda, proclamation commemorating the 50th anniversary of the Senior Citizens Association. You have a copy of the proclamation in your packet, and we'll begin with the reading of the proclamation by Alderman Dyke.
A proclamation commemorating the 50th anniversary of the Senior Citizen Association. Whereas the Senior Citizen Association was issued a certificate of incorporation by the state of Illinois on September 14, 1967, and
Whereas the Senior Citizen Association has a current membership of 296 members, ranging in age from 55 to 106 years, and has for the past 50 years continued to provide services and assistance to senior citizens throughout the Will County community, and
Whereas the members of the Senior Citizens Association are active in volunteering and donating their time and talents to support numerous organizations and programs in their community, and
Whereas the Senior Citizens Association contributes monetarily to several organizations and charities that support Will County and its residents, especially those in need, and
Whereas the Senior Citizens Association provides to its members programs of interest including, but not limited to, legal assistance available to seniors, legislation updates, social security and healthcare issues, tax concerns, and consumer fraud prevention, and
Whereas the goal of the Senior Citizens Association is to continue to provide programs and activities that enrich the lives of the senior community with support, encouragement, and good fellowship, and
Whereas the Senior Citizens Association will celebrate their 50th anniversary on October 12, 2017 at St. Joseph Park in Joliet, Illinois, with a special meeting and luncheon. Now therefore, I, Raymond R. Solomon, by virtue of the authority vested in me as the mayor of the city of Crest Hill, do hereby acclaim October 12, 2017 to be observed as Senior Citizens Association Day.
In the city of Crest Hill, and hereby congratulate the Senior Citizens Association on its 50th anniversary and encourage all citizens to salute them for their efforts and accomplishments. Given under my hand and the corporate seal of the City of Crest Hill, this second day of October 2017, Raymond R. Solomon, Mayor.
Motion would be in order?
So moved.
Second.
Who made it?
Tom.
Motion by Alderman Emmett, seconded by Alderwoman Oberlin. Questions or comments in regards to the motion? Roll call, please.
John Verche.
Yes.
Scott Dyke.
Yes.
Barbara Scoler.
Yes.
Claudia Gazal.
Yes.
Marco Coldi-Pietro.
Yes.
Nate Albert.
Yes.
Tom Inman.
Yes.
Tina Oberlin.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, the Senior Citizens Association meets at St. Joe's Park monthly for the past 50 years. There are several Crest Hill seniors that are involved in this organization. There's going to be a special activity that day planned with a luncheon. I will make the presentation on behalf of the City of Crest Hill to their board and to their members that are present for the luncheon on October 12th, a week from next Thursday. So I thank you for that, and I'm sure that a lot of the organization and the Crest Hill residents will be very appreciative of the proclamation for their organization. That is all for the mayor. If you have any questions, I'll certainly try to answer them. Moving on to the city clerk's report, our city clerk, Vicki Hackney. Good evening, Vicki.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I have no items on the agenda this evening. Any questions of the clerk's office, I'd be more than happy to answer.
Questions of city clerk? Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor.
City treasurer's report, our treasurer, Glenn Conklin. Good evening, Glenn.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I'd like to report regular and overtime payroll from September 4th, 2017 through September 17th of 2017 in the amount of $208,573.67. I do seek your approval on our list of bills, which totals $224,739.94.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Dyke, seconded by Alderwoman Scler. Questions or comments in regards to the motion? Roll call, please.
John Verche.
Yes.
Claudia Gazal.
Yes.
Tina Oberlin.
Yes.
Marco Coldi-Pietro.
Yes.
Nate Albert.
Yes.
Tom Inman.
Yes.
Barbara Scoler.
Yes.
Scott Dyke.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you very much. If there are any questions?
Any questions of city treasurer?
Should we forward our parking bill to you or other? Or?
Yes.
To all of them.
If you would, Regina will be the one processing in a combination, so if you want to forward it to me or Maribel, we can make sure to get it to the right department.
No, we're not all as punctual as Marco.
I can see that.
Lesson learned.
Any other questions of Glenn? Thanks, Len.
Thank you very much.
Unfinished business, we have nothing on the agenda. Anybody? New business, anybody? Committee liaison reports. We'll begin with, or anybody? All right. City council comments, positive city council comments, anything you'd like to share with your constituents, announcements, anything coming up in the future. We'll begin with Alderman Dyke this evening.
Nothing at this time, Mayor.
Alderman Verche.
Nothing also.
Ward 2, Alderwoman Scler.
I don't have anything tonight.
Alderwoman Gazal.
Just a reminder again, Sunday, October 15, we'll invite all of you to join me and Barb, and I know Vicki usually goes, to Take Back the Night, Will County Take Back the Night at St. John Lutheran Church at 4:30 to 6 p.m. So anyone here is invited to walk with us. That's it, Mayor.
Ward 3, Alderwoman Oberlin.
There's been a lot on the news lately about some of the really horrific things taking place and the devastation in Puerto Rico, I believe it is, that isn't getting a lot of assistance. So I implore anybody who has the ability to assist our friends down there in any way, shape, or form to see it in their heart to lend a hand, because they're really facing a lot of devastation and not getting a lot of assistance. Thank you.
Alderman Coldi-Pietro.
Nothing this evening.
Ward 4, Alderman Albert.
Yes, Mayor, just a quick note about the Crest Hill Lions Club Candy Day that's coming up next weekend, the 13th and 14th. Crest Lions will be soliciting, for statewide activities at the corner of Plainfield Road and Larkin all day long on the Friday and Saturday. So if you see them out there, just give generously. Thank you.
Alderman Inman?
Thank you, Mayor. First of all, I'd like to congratulate Mr. Larson. It's about time you were officially representing the city of Crest Hill after 50 years of meetings. And secondly, a quick report on Charlie. I see him at least 3 days a week. I was in there today. He's doing exercises and they tire him out. He gets tired, as you can imagine, after what he's been through. So by the time I left, he was about ready for a nap, I think. But his attitude is great. There's a lot of laughing and joking going on when we're there, and he still has the ability to do that. So at first I was kind of feeling pretty negative at his age and everything he'd been through, and now I'm feeling like he's going to be around for a while. So again, feel free to call him up and go over if you get a chance. That's all I have, Mayor.
Okay, thank you.
Tommy. No, I just said thanks, Tom.
Okay, I do need to backtrack on committee reports. I did forget one. It'll be for the Crest Hill Veterans and Police Memorial Committee. There will be a work day on Friday, October 20th at 9 o'clock in the morning. We'll be winterizing the Memorial Garden. We'll be cutting all the daylilies. We'll be putting the planters and everything away and getting it ready for the winter season. It is a volunteer group. We are open to any and everyone that would like to assist us. It's about 2 hours worth of work. So if anybody would like to volunteer their time, it'd be October 20th from 9 a.m., beginning at 9 a.m. for about 2 hours to help prepare the Memorial Garden for the winter season. Thank you. Moving on, public comment. Anybody would like to address City Council need to come to the podium, state your name for the record. Your address is optional. Let the record show that no one has approached the podium. To our city administrator, Heather, is there a need for an executive session?
No, there's not, Mayor.
Motion to adjourn, Mayor.
Second.
We have a motion for an adjournment by Alderman Dyke, seconded by Alderman Verche. Questions or comments in regards to the motion? Roll call, please.
Tina Oberlin,
Yes.
Marco Colapietro,
Yes.
Nate Albert.
Yes.
Tom Inman,
Yes.
Claudia Gazal,
Yes.
Barbara Scolar.
Yes.
John Verche.
Yes.
Scott Dyke.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, meeting is adjourned at 7:23 p.m. I thank you and good evening. Have a great evening.
So how did you...
I was doing that.